Welkom terug by die groot ontbyt. Die Veldgidsvereniging van Suid-Afrika is in die proses om 'n SAQA-erkende professionele liggaam te word. Nou, wat dit sal impliseer, is dat die standaarde geformaliseer word en 'n erkenning van natuurgidse dan verskaf word. En ons gesels vanoggend met Plessis, die besturende direkteur, oor hierdie vooruitsig om die SAQA dan nou 'n professionele liggaam te maak. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Lovely having you here this morning. Michelle, let's start off with the SAQA. Let's first, what is the SAQA?
I was going to say there's so many acronyms in our industry, but the SAQA stands for the South African Quality Authority, and
Yes.
they approve qualifications within the country.
And now the Field Guides Association of South Africa, you are going to get new accreditation from this this association. Tell me, what's the implication of that?
So what it actually means is that we are transitioning from an accredited training provider with the CATSETA. So for many, many years, for 35 years, the organization has been delivering training, accredited training. We're now moving into becoming the professional body, so becoming the voice for the profession, specifically for field guides.
What would this mean for people who are currently busy with their studies or completing their field of guide qualifications through the Field Guides Association of South Africa? That transition, what would it mean for them?
Well, I think it's probably finally the recognition they deserve. You know, for all these years, we've provided the functionality of a career path. We've provided professional development for guides. And it means now that they will be formally recognized. So anybody that's already achieved a FAGASA accreditation or certificate will be formally recognized at a higher level as a professional. So it means then that they become a certified professional on a register with SAQA.
So if you've qualified with the FGASA previously, then this will just make it more official, or what's the practical implication then?
So the practical implication is that it actually now recognizes you as a professional. So currently, guides become qualified. They gain a certificate, which enables them to register with the department to become a legal guide. So that is all the recognition they have. But now in future, should they progress their career to higher levels, to higher skills, they will then be formally recognized at a designation. So it's like any profession. For example, you know, in the law industry or in the financial industry, you get your qualification, you then embark into your career, and you are able to improve yourself on a professional career path that then recognizes you as a professional. So we are doing the same for guides, particularly field guides. So we're talking about guides in the safari industry that are operating in a nature scenario. And so we're very excited because it actually gives them the recognition they deserve. We then become the voice for the sector within the country.
How will this transition help with the quality of guides and help with the quality of tourism in South Africa?
So what it actually means is that guides are accountable through a code of conduct. They will be on a register. So in terms of professional ethics and conducting yourself professionally, you will represent the profession in everyday life when you are guiding. And so this contributes to the overall plan of the country. They have a strategy to professionalize the tourism industry. And as you know, guiding plays a massive part in the tourism industry. So we are very excited to continue contributing to the professionalization. We've done it for so many years, but on an informal basis. So now this means that we are formally applying for that status.
Michelle, South Africa has a long tradition of even people from other countries coming here to do field guide courses and to get accreditation. We are a tourism-rich country, if you can put it that way. We are a destination. We're a destination in Africa, not only in Africa, but in the world. How's the tourism industry developing in South Africa? Is there a steady development? Is there a constant growth of field guides actually finding work in the industry? Are there enough field guides? Are there too many? What's the situation like?
So it's very exciting. We actually don't have enough guides. Yes, we do have many internationals that come here, but the reality is that they don't actually find work. You know, our priority is to train South African guides that can be employed in our country. And there is definitely a shortage. Tourism has just spiked. I think COVID, as terrible as it was, did a massive service to tourism. It is expanding. Lodges are full. And as you know, integral to any safari experience is guiding, and even with the rest of the country, with, you know, overlanding and cultural guiding, etc., etc. It's expanding. So we are very excited.
With this new accreditation, do you think there will be more career opportunities or job opportunities available to guides?
Absolutely. I think it's time now that guides be recognized for what they represent. They are professionals. They put in many, many hours of study. They put in many, many hours of practical application where they are specializing their skills, and we specialize in that. We give guides an opportunity to reach higher levels in birding, for example, in astronomy, in walking. We are very well known for our walking guides. And this then gives them the stamp of credibility formally that they have been through a career path and that they're going to be recognized as such. So for the industry, it's very exciting because the whole sector, the employers can, take advantage of that. And we are willing to, or we want to, one of our main priorities is to represent the entire sector. So to transform the industry, and to make sure that we give access to anybody that wants that career path as a guide.
Michelle, before the break, we spoke about skills that field guides can get. These kind of skills that you guys provide, can you just break them down for us? What are they? Because I'm interested in, for instance, sending my family that's just finished high school on a field guide course just to get them started off in life. Then that's definitely a good opportunity, isn't it?
Absolutely. So in terms of training to be a field guide, you start off at the beginning and you gain the entry-level qualification. So that gives you the skills to basically conduct a guided experience within a natural environment or in a cultural environment. And then you have some knowledge that is attached to that, and then some practical application. So in our scenario, the guides would learn, for example, how to operate in an open vehicle, how to change the tires, how to have all the knowledge of the basic mammals, trees, birds, etc., etc. And from there on, it's then the guided experience in terms of dealing with your guests. So you need the skills to effectively immerse your guests into a natural environment and then navigate that as a guide. So that would be entry level. So that is where you start off, and that is what training courses will provide. So they will just provide you that first step in to become, so that you can operate legally, because that's all you need to start off.
How do you see the future of field guide training in South Africa over the next couple of years?
Well, it's exciting because the landscape is changing, the qualifications are changing, they are being revised and improved. And so for any person wanting to enter this as a career, it is incredibly exciting because together with changing qualifications that are being improved, with a professional body option to actually professionalize your career and be regarded as a professional is great because it provides longevity. Because many people do this just as an interim measure, but we focus on the people that want to actually dedicate their careers to it. So for us, it's very exciting.
That is exactly, you're referring to the support that you would be able to give field guides in South Africa once it is recognized as a professional path. What kind of support would you be able to give in this case?
So we currently have a model of, we have a lot of regional support. We have regional representatives across Southern Africa. We have mentorship opportunities. So integral in our career path development for any guide that comes in at an entry level. We provide the various opportunities, the knowledge, the gaining of the skills, the practical application, and all of this is done through mentorship and contact on the ground with regional representatives. So that is key in our model, and we will continue to strengthen that. And then the support in terms of actually providing them with a landing strip of progression. So you come in as an entry guide and you can progress up the levels to a very high level of professionalism with skills that are, brilliant for your career.
What would your message be, Michelle, to aspiring young guides that want to pursue a career in this direction?
Well, I would suggest to them that they do their homework on where they're going to be trained, firstly, to get that entry level, make sure that the institution is credible and that they deliver what they actually say they're going to deliver. And then definitely don't stop. If you are wanting this, if this is what you've always wanted to do, go for it. Don't stop, because a guide cannot remain stagnant. We know that the tourism is changing, guests' needs are changing. We get tourism from all over the world and locally, and that is so dynamic. And we make sure that our guides get the best opportunity to improve themselves, to make sure that they can navigate that landscape. So don't stop, keep progressing, and go for those professional designations.
Excellent advice. Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining us this morning. Michelle is natuurlijk van die Veldgidsvereniging van Suid-Afrika. Onthou, soos wat sy sê, dis altyd belangrik om by 'n ordentlik geakkrediteerde plek aan te sluit. En as jy regtig if you want to get your skills, then make sure of the accreditation of the institution that you are attending. Thank you so much, Michelle, for your time and for your effort this morning and your insights as well.
Thank you very much.